Alright, cool. Hi, I guess. I just got done recording my review of Silent Night, Deadly Night from 1984. Now we're gonna take... Sorry about that. Now we're gonna take one step farther back in time to the year 1951. As I previously discussed, we're gonna be talking about the day the Earth stood still. Yeah! Wait. Sorry. No, not this version. This version. The one from 1951, like I already said. I've recorded this several times, and I'm tired. I just got home from work. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. So, yeah, keep in mind what was going on in the world at the time this film was made. We were fresh out of World War II. I'm reclining on my beanbag chair, just to make my point clearer. Yeah, don't judge me for my hoodie either. It's kind of cold in here. You wish you had a tie-dye hoodie. The entire world at the time was watching the rising conflict between the United States and the Soviet Union with bated breath. And so for a film to come out suggesting that absolutely everything that we have ever built could instantly be annihilated, regardless of how powerful we think we are, was a terrifying thing. That is precisely what the day the Earth stood still did. It scared the hell out of people by presenting them with a threat that could not possibly, was completely and utterly impossible to be overcome. The film stars Michael Rennie, acting legend, as an alien named Klaatu, spelled Klaatu. Kind of weird, who comes to Earth in a very generic flying saucer with his giant robot named Gort. One second. This guy. Figure of Gort on my shelf. Nice. Yeah, Gort. I love this statue. I forgot I had it. I would have grabbed it before I started filming, otherwise. Comes to Earth with a giant robot named Gort. He speaks for an unnamed, as far as I can remember, higher alien council, and he brings with him a message of peace. However, he is met with hostility and military force, as is customary on Earth. Great. Upon attempting to present the human race with a scientific instrument, he is shot and wounded. It is then that Gort shows just what he is capable of, by disabling weapons technology with some sort of beam he fires from his Cyclops laser visor thing. Yes, this means that no weapon the human race is capable of creating is even remotely useful against this alien race. It's terrifying at the time. It still kind of is, let's be honest. Klaatu calls off Gort, and I'm trying to remember the words he uses to do it. Klaatu Barada Nikto or something like that. I don't remember. Nicktoons. I don't remember what the last word was. Sorry. Calls off Gort and allows himself to be taken into custody, after which he politely requests an audience with each of the world leaders. However, he has no such luck. The Soviets refuse to cooperate with the Americans and vice versa. This is the setup. Now, I'll allow you to seek out a copy of the film if you want to know the rest. I try not to spoil the plot of any film that I actually genuinely enjoyed personally and would recommend. Yes, I would wholeheartedly recommend you seek out this movie. It's a phenomenal just look into the issues of the time period in a sort of what-if scenario in which our petty squabbles here on Earth are dwarfed by the sheer magnitude of the universe around us. And the ending of the movie. I cannot put into words just how great Klaatu's speech at the end of the film is. Just how spine-tingling it is to hear when putting yourself into the shoes of a man of the time. Regardless of that stupid compromise the filmmakers had to make with shoehorning in the Christian stuff, but let's just try to forget about that. Look it up. The Day the Earth Stood Still could almost be classified as a horror film when you think about it this way. Just the way that it psychologically digs into the world, into the way that the world was at the time, and still is in some ways. We're still terrified of outside forces, let's be honest. The film is a massive critical success. It currently has a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 7.8 on IMDb. Sorry I'm rushing a little bit more than last time. I'm almost out of recording space. My phone is tiny, I'm sorry. However, if you want to know about the remake from 2008, then I'd kindly ask you to jump off a bridge, and here's why. That's the other version with Keanu Reeves. Good choice. Let's get one of the guys from Bill and Ted to play Klaatu. The Keanu Reeves version is such a slap in the face to a good movie that it genuinely makes me sick to think about it. What is it with Jaden Smith and starring in terrible remakes of classic films anyway, by the way? The remake took a film about being a passive... About being passive... The original took a film about being passive and turned it into an action thriller with a threat that actually wanted to annihilate the human race. What I'm saying is that not only did the remake completely miss the point of the original, but it completely reversed the motivation of Klaatu, as well as pretty much everyone else around him. Gort's eye-beams may have been cheesy as all hell in the original, but it's so much better than the towering monolith that was Gort in the remake, and his incredible ability to morph into a cloud of mosquitoes, let's be honest. It's the Michael Myers way of thinking. Making him bigger makes him scarier, when in all actuality it was never the physical appearance of the entity that scared people at all. It was the sense of impending doom that they carried with them. It was the suspense created by the entity's presence in the film that got people biting their nails every time they were on screen. The unpredictability of Gort is what made him scary. I've got 3 minutes left to record. Is what made him scary, not his appearance. No amount of special effects can recreate what good music and camera work were capable of in this film from 65 years ago. How did you fuck this up? Sorry. The remake is a disgrace to the good name of The Day the Earth Stood Still, and I would personally love to forget about it, but I own it. That sucks. I don't want to look at it. Putting all that behind us now, the original is not completely flawless. It did indeed have a couple of oddly placed musical cues. It had some hokey acting here and there with some of the extras, and the golly gee willikers kid they had hanging out with Klaatu. It had issues with figuring out the politics of the world at some point. I'm sorry, but I'd like to think that the world leaders will be willing to come together to hear what the alien has to say, regardless of their pre-existing conflict. However, none of these flaws subtract from the film as a whole, and none of them take away the fact that this is a dark, suspenseful, soulful film. It'll keep you guessing from start to finish. It is a masterpiece of cinema, make no mistake. And yes, it is considerably better than Silent Night, Deadly Night. Don't worry, it is. I picked up this set of both films in Walmart sometime in the year 2010. I don't know if you can still find it or not. Good luck regardless. The film is well worth the price of admission, and for what it's worth, apparently it's going to air excuse me, on Turner Classic Movies on May 7th at 6:15 p.m. If you haven't seen it, then maybe you should make the time then. This concludes my second film review, all on my own. Sorry if their length doesn't quite measure up to what my friends uploaded the other day. That's just how it wound up going. I plan on uploading yada yada yada, you already know this. However, as of right now, exactly what next week's reviews will be is still kinda up in the air. Although, I'm thinking about maybe taking a shot at the original Poseidon Adventure. And a special little film called Crash Landing. You don't know what you're in for. Crash Landing! We're going to talk about that, definitely. Maybe not Poseidon Adventure, but definitely Crash Landing. So, yeah. I don't have an outro. Bye. Bye.